Morning, Joe. Morning, Mr. Coltrain.
Good morning, Judge.
Morning, Judge.
Let's start with Mr. Gross on 245273, appearances for the record.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. Aaron Coltrain on behalf of Mr. Scott Gross. He's the defendant in this matter. He is joining us from the Saginaw County Jail. Your Honor, this date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. We would waive the formal reading. Mr. Gross would stand mute. We would respectfully request a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel. And Your Honor, I do understand this domestic violence case, but given his lack of criminal history, things of that nature, we would be asking for a personal recognizance bond in this matter. I would note that they did let it the same address, but Mr. Gross does have a place to stay.
All right. Hold on. There. Okay. Let's see. Bond will be converted to there was an interim bond request of 2,500, will be converted to 2,500 PR. No contact with the victims. Where is he going to be living at? Or does he have an address other than the North Michigan?
Mr. Gross, is there another address?
What was that?
Is there, do you know the
Contact, so just provide the address of where you're going to be. No firearms. No illegal controlled alcohol.
I haven't speak with anybody yet, so I don't know. Maybe girlfriends or my daughters or something. I can't even figure out why this girl been there since Wednesday and I can't live at my house because somebody came.
All right, you're all set. There's no contact. In the
Thank you
matter
very
of
much.
People versus Leo 245275. Appearances for the record.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Aaron Coltrain on behalf of Mr. Manuel Leo. He's the defendant in this matter. He's joining us from the Saginaw County Jail. Your Honor, this is date and time for the arraignment in this case. Mr. Leo would ask that we waive the formal reading. He would stand mute. We would ask for referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel. And again, Your Honor, this is a domestic violence case. I don't see any history whatsoever. I will note that Mr. Leo is on disability from a car wreck. He doesn't currently drive, and they have different addresses, so I don't believe that there's going to be issue with contact.
Who does he reside with on Meadowwood Lane?
Mr. Leo, who do you reside with on Meadowwood?
I live on 420. It's my mom's.
Oh, I do apologize. I do have a new address, Judge. I'm so sorry about that, and it is his mother's address. It is 520 West Walnut Street. That is in St. Charles, Michigan, with a zip code of 48655.
All right. Bond will be converted 2,500 PR. No contact with the victim.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
In the matter of People versus Vaughn 245272.
Good morning. Nope. Ms. Vaughn. Good morning again, Your Honor. Aaron Coltrain on behalf of Ms. Tanaya Vaughn. She's the defendant in this matter, joining us from the Saginaw County Jail. Your Honor, this is date and time set for arraignment in this matter. I've gone over the charges with Ms. Vaughn, and she does understand them. We would ask that you waive the formal reading. Ms. Vaughn would stand mute in this matter, Your Honor. We would ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel. We would be asking for a personal recognizance bond in this case, Your Honor. I do understand the severity of the charges. Ms. Vaughn has no criminal history whatsoever, not on probation, no pending cases. I believe that she does have another place to stay, and I believe she can give you the address. It was her mother's house. I did explain the no contact order There shouldn't be any issue with contact with the victim, Your Honor.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty, also assigned counsel. Pre-exam is set for 9/26 at 9:15. Preliminary exam is set for October 3 at 2:45. Ms. Vaughn, those are going to be, I believe those dates will also be on the piece of paper you'll be receiving at the jail. They will also be mailed to the Normandy Street address. So once you get out, make sure you contact the court with your mother's updated address. The next court date, which is that 9/26 date at 9:15, is going to be in front of Judge Hoffman. So bond will be converted to a 5,000 personal recognizance, no contact with the victim, no firearm, illegal controlled substances, or no weapons, illegal controlled substances, or alcohol. All right. All right, and then once you're out, contact Office of Assigned Counsel, Ms. Vaughn, so you get a court-appointed attorney that can be with you as you go through these proceedings, okay? And then can answer any questions that you might have. So you should be released. You'll get all that paperwork. Just remember, no contact. So you have to go somewhere else if that person resides over at the Normandy Street address. And then make sure that we have the address so all notices can be sent to you, okay? You are all set.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
In the matter of People versus Pratt, 245271, appearances for the record.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Aaron Coltrain on behalf of Mr. Antoine Pratt. He is the defendant in this matter. He's joining us from the Saginaw County Jail. Your Honor, this is a date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. I have reviewed the charges with Mr. Pratt. He is aware of the substance of those charges. We would waive the formal reading. Mr. Pratt would stand mute. We would respectfully request a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel. As far as bond is concerned, Judge, I do understand this is a domestic violence case. I will note they are married. They do not live together. They do have kids in common that they do co-parent with. I did explain to Mr. Pratt the no contact order and how to go about the peaceful contact if he does get out. I would like to note, Judge, that he is a military veteran and he does a lot of therapy through the VA for his PTSD. I believe he goes to weekly counseling and he also has some medications that he's not currently receiving that he needs to get back on. We'd be requesting a personal recognizance bond in this matter, Judge.
As part of the bond condition, the one thing I am going to require is that he goes over to CST counseling for pretrial programming. And so, yeah, the bond be converted to PR bond with CST pretrial. The number is going to be on the form you're going to get, Mr. Pratt. Must give Ms. Joseph's office a call within 5 days.
Does mine?
So say by Wednesday of next week. And then no firearms. No illegal controlled substances, no alcohol. And then the bond condition, I will amend. I believe Ms. West was present and requesting that. So be with peaceful, non-threatening contact after I talk to her. If it's not that, I'll say that on the form. So just be mindful of the paperwork you're going to get, Mr. Pratt. Okay. And then your case will get assigned. You'll get notice in the mail. So just remember that's peaceful contact at this point. So, all right, you're all set.
Thank you.
Okay, just here. Won't be too much longer. In the matter of People versus Booth, 245274, appearances for the record.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Aaron Coltrain on behalf of Mr. Melvin Booth. He's the defendant in this matter, joining us from the Saginaw County Jail. Your Honor, this is date and time for an arraignment in this matter. I have gone over the charges with Mr. Booth. He does understand the substance of those charges. We would waive the formal reading. Your Honor, Mr. Booth would stand mute at this time. We'd ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel, and I'd ask to address bond when appropriate, Judge.
Court, when pleading not guilty, refer to the Office of Assigned Counsel. Pre-exam conference is set for 9:30 at 2:30. Preliminary exam is set for October 7 at 3:30. And then as to bond.
Your Honor, I do understand that Mr. Booth does have a little bit of a criminal history. However, he is, I believe the situation, looking at it, the charges revolve around the possession of a firearm. I don't see, at least from what I was reading, any willful intent to injure anybody with that, although clearly he does know that that is something that he cannot do. He is working. He's worked at McDonald's actually across from the courthouse for the last year and a half. He has ties. Saginaw has been here his entire life. He's clearly not going to flee, and he will show up for any future hearings, Your Honor. I understand that the prosecution is asking for no PR bond, no weapons and drug and alcohol testing. The only problem that we have currently, Judge, is that Mr. Booth does not have a ton of funds available to him. We would ask that you set a reasonable bond if you were not willing to give him a PR bond, Judge.
I'm not willing to give him a PR bond, given the nature of the charge. It's also my understanding, is he out on bond on another matter?
Mr. Booth, are you currently on bond on another matter?
That bond has been paid yesterday.
Did you say the bond was paid yesterday?
Yeah, for
Another matter on October 9th of front of Judge Clark as well. He does have an extensive record for his age. And he also has record that involves firearms. My understanding, he's also a habitual offender, fourth offense. Are you on probation or parole in front of Judge Jackson?
No, sir.
You were on the Swift Insure program back in 19, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And were you violated while during that program?
Yes,
Were you sent back to Department of Corrections?
yes.
How much time did you do within the in the state penitentiary?
I did 3 years.
Bond will be set to 7,500 cash surety only. And that will also be with GPS lockdown. Right, no firearms. You are not allowed to have firearms by law. No illegal controlled substances, no alcohol. In the matter of People versus McKnight, 245249.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Eric Coltrain on behalf of Mr. Keandre McKnight. He's the defendant in this matter. He's joining us from the Saginaw County Jail. Your Honor, this is date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. I have reviewed the charges with Mr. McKnight. I do believe he understands the substance of those charges. We would be asking to waive the formal reading of the complaint. Mr. McKnight would stand mute. Your Honor, we would respectfully request a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel. And as far as bond is considered, Your Honor, I would note that Mr. McKnight has no pending cases. He's not on probation or parole. I did see there is a prior domestic violence. I did explain the no contact order, of course, and he has no problem with the no contact with Taylor Sneed. They do live at separate addresses as well, Your Honor. Mr. McKnight is currently, he's not working. His best friend and his mother died at the end of July or July 13th, I believe. And his best friend died 2 weeks later. The only reason I bring that up, Judge, is he's lacking a support system right now to help him out with funds to pay any sort of bond. Again, he does understand, and I do understand the substance of these charges. Given his current position, we would respectfully request a low 10% bond. A PR bond if possible, although I don't know if that's possible with the outstanding domestic violence.
So pre-exam conference is set for 9/26 at 9:15. Preliminary exam is set for 10/2 at 2:45. They'll be back in this courtroom. Let me establish a record. It's my understanding that this defendant appears before this court with a prior conviction for domestic violence back in May of 23, where he served approximately 6 months on probation. This gentleman is also alleged to have assaulted the victim with great bodily harm involving strangulation, or suffocation. Given that this court regards that type of allegation as an allegation of assault involving the attempt of murder, this court views that this defendant, given the allegations also involving intimate partner abuse, is a threat to the community and to himself. Given that, the court will set a bond of $50,000 cash surety only. no contact with the victim, no firearms, no illegal controlled substances, no alcohol. Should he make bond, it will be with a GPS lockdown at the address that is provided. And I also have this case so I can revisit the bond on 9/26. Also,
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
in the matter of People versus Giuseppe Odo, 22380183592. With regard to the file 183592, I believe that is the booking fee. Waive that and suspend. Is that all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Days in jail. With regard to 223800, waive the reading.
We would waive the reading, Your Honor. Mr. Odo would stand mute. We'd ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel, and this being a few years old, we would ask for a PR bond with any conditions that the court sees fit.
Court will enter a plea of not guilty. Office of Assigned Counsel. Pre-exam conference is set for 9/25 at 8:50. Preliminary exam is set for October 1st at 3 o'clock. That's in front of Judge Jurens. Let's see, anything else with regard to bond?
Your Honor, this is a case from a few years ago, I do believe. It is a drug case. I do understand that that the prosecutor is asking for a little bit more as far as $10,000 bond conditions of day reporting, pretrial services. Your Honor, we have no problem with any conditions that you see fit as far as the day reporting, the color code testing, things of that nature. As I stated previously, this is something that apparently happened approximately 2 years ago. Clearly, Mr. Odo hasn't been in any trouble since that time. I don't believe that he's going to be of any trouble. He's going to appear for his court appearances, and if the court is worried about any drugs, then they can have him tested or day reported. We'd be asked for a PR bond, Judge.
I have a bench warrant failure to appear out of Clarkston. I have a bench warrant, child support statewide pickup out of St. Clair County. Yeah,
I was unaware of those, Judge.
I understand. I'm just letting them know. Understand the public health issues surrounding the matter, and those facts that are stated within the people's bond recommendation. I think at this time, given that he does have the statewide pickup on the child support, bond will be set at 5,000 cash surety, and then no controlled substances, no alcohol, firearms, and then with day reporting. All right. Last one, People versus Sutton on 233062.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Aaron Coltrain on behalf of Mr. Luwan Sutton. He's the defendant in this matter, joining us from the Saginaw County Jail. Your Honor, this is a date and time set for an arraignment in this matter. I've gone over the charges with Mr. Sutton. He does understand the substance of those charges. We would waive the formal reading. Your Honor, Mr. Sutton would stand mute. We'd ask for a referral to the Office of Assigned Counsel, and I'd ask to address bond briefly, if I may, Judge.
So the pre-exam conference is 9/26 at 9 a.m. Preliminary exam is October 1 at 3:15. It'll be back in this courtroom as to bond.
Your Honor, as far as bond is concerned, I wanted to let you know that that Mr. Sutton, this is a uttering and publishing case. Mr. Sutton is currently on tether through Wayne County. He is being monitored. I believe that this is something that happened before that tether was put on him. However, he is currently being monitored through Wayne County with GPS. We wouldn't oppose any conditions that you have in place. I believe that this is a check matter that is alleged to deal with approximately $1,800. We would ask for a PR bond given the monitoring by Wayne County Judge.
I saw a warrant out of St. Clair.
And Your Honor, I do apologize. I have an updated address for Mr. Sutton that I'd like to give the court whenever you're ready, Judge.
In birthday. And I have a warrant of, child support payment out of Port Huron. I got cautions, escape risk, and some others. That person's not. Said is he out on bond or is he?
He is. He's currently out on bond, but he is on GPS tether as a condition. He is on a PR bond, I believe. Is that correct, Mr. Sutton?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
What's going on with the warrant out of Port Huron?
Mr. Sutton, were you aware you had the warrant in Port Huron?
Yes, for child support, yes. I'm willing to take care of that as well.
It's only a stone's throw from the I-75 corridor. Detroit didn't send you over, or Port Huron didn't want to pick you up, or what was going on with that?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear clearly, Your Honor.
I said it's only a stone's throw from the I-75 corridor. Did they not want to pick you up in Detroit, or why is that warrant still outstanding?
I do not know, Your Honor. I was just made aware of the warrant.
Who do you reside with over on Nodo?
I have that new
Uh,
address, Your Honor. It's I had a new address for the court. I do apologize. I did not mean to interject, but go ahead, Mr. Sutton.
You want to just give me the new address?
I can do that, Judge. It is 8100 Gratiot. That is in Detroit, Michigan, 48213.
Who does he reside with over on Gratiot?
Mr. Sutton, who do you live with on Gratiot? Is it your place or do you live with somebody?
it's my mother's place.
That's what I thought. Lives with his mother, Judge.
Is he living there or is he just getting mail there?
No, I was just living there.
I'll take it under advisement. Okay, all set. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Mr. Coltrain.
Thank you very much, Your Honor. Have a great day, guys.
You too.